How's it going?
Well, hit it. I thought you were gonna start. You're gonna play immediately.
I know. I have the capo, but it's using that to attach to the phone.
So what are you gonna do? You can't play anything?
Well,
Just holding the guitar?
Crazy version 2.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another chaotic live stream as usual.
How's everybody doing? This is Jade Robertson.
Nicholas Jansen. So back again on a Tuesday.
Welcome, Greg.
Greg.
Woo! Greg Holmes.
I love him.
Welcome, Isa.
Cheers.
Annyeong.
Hit it, brother.
I thought the suits had come for me. Found alternatives to honesty. Acting suit about me so.
Yeah.
Patented and out of reach. So I read, but it hurts. It kills and it screams and it fills my heart. Let's go, Angelica. But I'm still tired of sleeping with the light on. But we'll keep the light on for the whole night. We won't let the fire.
I turned the light off.
Don't turn the light off. Be wildfire tonight. Welcome to the live stream.
Say Jade, why are you playing a guitar? What's the occasion on that?
Well, everybody, first I want to say Happy November.
Oh yeah.
I want to remember. It's nice to talk about the weather.
It was November last week.
That's true. No, I'll get straight to the point. I'm very excited to welcome Niagara-based singer and songwriter Robert Alfieri to the live stream this evening.
Yes.
Robert is a singer, songwriter, and charismatic performer from the Niagara Region that has been playing and composing songs since he was 8 years old.
8 years old.
His love for music comes through in his heartfelt lyrics, energetic and natural on-stage presence, and of course, his signature smile.
Oh, no way.
Robert's authenticity, quiet confidence, and witty sense of humor are portrayed in his original music. Catchy, optimistic, with the occasional strike of melancholy, his song lyrics focus on themes such as love, loss, growing up, and a variety of life experiences. Robert's reputation as a singer and performer has been building momentum for a few years now, and his original music can now be found on all music outlets and on his social media platforms.
And in fact,
Thank you, Robert, for joining the show.
Our own host, Jade, had the opportunity to direct a music video for Robert, which I also helped on, his original song, Can We Just Dance? And that video happened to just be accepted into the Sioux Film Festival. And we're very excited about that. So that'll be coming up later in the month, right?
Yeah, shout out to Rebecca and Trish up there at the Sioux Film Festival. They are up in Sault Ste. Marie, and my buddy Hari also got his short, Thief, into the Sioux Film Festival. So
To Hari.
Shout out to Hari and Angelica from Rolling Pictures, Greg Holmes.
And to you, brother.
To you.
And many more.
But yeah, it's exciting to have, I guess, some of the art get some recognition and get into a fest. Feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good.
Now is about almost a year to the day since we shot that music video.
This is true.
Down in St. Catharines. So
This is true.
time flies.
Especially when you're having fun. That shoot was like 3 days. It was kind of crazy. I didn't know if Jeff Malish was going to... Jeff Malish. I was mispronounced. Wildfire Zone. I didn't know if he was going to show up. I mean, I was shooting at his workplace, which is Coppola's restaurant, and so he's there as a server, but he didn't show up right away to act in the thing that was going to take like an hour and a half.
Right.
And I was there with Jen and Robert and you, and we're just chilling. We're just chilling
2 hours.
for like 2 hours, just chilling, just talking.
Couldn't do anything.
Couldn't really do anything. We were like talking about what it was going to be, but I was just kind of like, this is taking a while.
We set the light up in like the first 20 minutes.
Jen like had a guy that she was going to replace Jeff and show up.
Oh, right.
And I was like, well, if he doesn't show up, like, you should contact him and let him know. I'm like, but if Jeff comes, I mean, Jeff's the man for showing up. So
Absolutely.
Appreciate Jeff big time. He really sold the older version of Robert, so that was a key part of the sellability of the story. And Yeah, Robert has joined.
Robert has joined. Well, what should we do? Should we babble any longer?
Well, I mean, there's still a little bit to talk about before we get there. I think we're looking forward to catching up with Robert about his journey as a musician, the release of his new song Moonlight, a few games, and much, much more. Just talking a little bit about all that stuff. Sounds good.
Do we have any word up from Greg on any Wildfire updates?
Yeah, Greg,
you've spoken to?
So basically with Wildfire, we're currently in a state of working on the visual effects, getting new updates on the software with DaVinci, and basically the whole layout's changed now, so it's a bit easier to cut things apparently. And there's AI masking software associated with the post aspects. So I mean, I have no idea what any of that means, but I think it'll speed up the process.
That's good. Well, I thought we'd leave Greg alone tonight and just get a little update from Jade himself, but without further ado, I think we should welcome our
Alfieri.
Hey! How's it going?
How's it going, my man?
How are you feeling?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. That's a good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just trying to figure out how to be on the bottom. I'm not normally doing this side of the live stream.
Well, we have all the questions lined up, so you got to have all the answers.
Okay, perfect. Hopefully I'll be able to answer those.
This first question should be pretty easy. What did you have for dinner?
I had lamb. Garlic bread, zucchini. Yeah, barbecue. It was pretty good. It was a beautiful day, right? We had to barbecue.
It was honestly one of the most beautiful days of the whole year.
I'm so jealous of that. That sounds amazing.
It was insane today. It was beautiful outside.
Do you often eat lamb?
Yeah. I mean, I try to as much as possible. I really like it.
You like lamb?
It's probably my favorite meat. Like I like it more than steak and stuff. So.
Nice.
I feel like we could go off and just have an entire lamb conversation and just get into like different ways you can cook it, best recipes. I mean, you had it on the barbecue yesterday, so that's good. Like skewers?
It was good though. I don't really know how to cook it. I just got my dad cooked it. So.
Shout out to Tony.
Yeah, for real.
Master.
Talk a little bit about what your dad does. We're here to talk to you, but let's give a little shout out to Tony and his business.
Yeah. My dad runs a construction company that we do custom homes. I'm working for him now full time as well, so that's kind of
nice, dude.
Yeah, that's my job, which is cool. We just won in. They had the Ontario Home Builders Awards tonight. We just won an award for best home run. $1,000. Cool.
Fuck yeah. I mean,
I don't care. Whatever. Yeah, but that's pretty awesome.
We worked on this music video together. Can we just dance? How would you describe that experience of working on a music video and working with us?
It was good. It was good. I really enjoy collaboration, and it was nice working with somebody. A lot of what I do, especially with my music, is kind of like alone. Like I just like am sitting here in my room with my purple, and I'm like always, sitting here making music, thinking of video ideas or whatever it is for Instagram, TikTok. So being actually work with people, and especially a group of people, was nice. You guys were a lot of fun to work with as well. Meeting you, knocking on our door, asking for a place to film a movie, and then it turned into a music video for me as well. And I mean, overall, it was kind of a win-win.
What was it like having a film crew at your house?
It was fun. I really liked it. Because I just think I love, the art.
It's a little nutty.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I remember I think it may have slightly annoyed some of the other family more than me, because I thought it was awesome and I was always down there. But I know my brother was working a lot or whatever was happening, and he was always home, so he was pretty much watching you guys, making sure you don't steal the vase or something like that. And then
well, we were making a movie about people who steal things too, so that was the whole point. So I mean, and literally there's a scene in the basement where the guy just grabs a bunch of shit, puts it in a bag, and runs outside. So how's
that doing now?
So I cut a rough cut of that. It's like 2 hours long, and I showed it to Dawson because I edited it, and I showed it to him at where I work, which is a place called Rolling Pictures, and we have like a movie theater and stuff. So it was nice to sit in and actually watch it. But he's working on it right now. He's cutting a lot of reels for the actors so they can promote, and I think he's taking his time with it.
That's awesome.
Artists, man. Talking about the art, like I'm really happy Can We Just Dance got into Sioux Film Festival. I think it's gonna be sweet. It's like a networking thing. That's the main point of it anyway, like, is just to get films in.
Yeah, I was like,
so I think, they're doing a good thing. Sorry, Nick, ask some questions.
Hi. Well, where do you want to go? You're hopping all over the place here.
Yeah, I know. I have all these questions lined up, and then I'll just go like boom, 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 boom.
All right. Well, I guess getting into some music. What are you listening to lately? What artists are exciting you right now?
Well, I mean, I think with the rise of TikTok, we know that a lot of it's allowed for a lot of independent artists to like start actually building a following. So I do a lot more independent artists. There's just one song I love. It's called Stranger. I don't know where. Oh, my phone is what I'm doing the live stream on.
I know.
My phone. It's called Stranger. I wish I remembered the artist, but it's sick. Few songs, but like I've definitely been into more R&B. For me, I always listen to. I realized that I've never really been a big fan of like different like female artists, but it's because I've only ever liked artists that I can try to sing myself or like replicate. Because I always listen to try to create. So I kind of like, I guess that's kind of the way I consume. So it's always been, but right now it's a lot of R&B artists and stuff like that. Always Khalid. I like Khalid a lot, but like pretty much a Khalid style music, I guess is a good way to put it.
Right.
Plus TikTok songs.
True. What drew you initially to the arts?
It's a good question. Good question. I don't know, man, because this shit's weird, dude. Like, who knows, like, I like my parents when I was young just kind of let me do what I did, and like they put me in sports and all that stuff like most parents do, and then I was kind of like, nah, I want to try something else, and then we started off doing and they were always really supportive. They didn't care what I did as long as I was doing something. They wanted me out of the house, so so I started doing guitar lessons first, which kind of like I was bad at back in the day. So then I started doing singing, then piano, then guitar again later on. But yeah, man, if I could tell you how I keep on going with the arts, I can't even tell you. It makes no sense. It's like sometimes it's just so frustrating, and you're like, well, I like it, so I'll keep on doing it. Doesn't matter how much.
Were either of your parents or grandparents artists?
I think it kind of like runs in the it runs in the bloodline, but not directly. My parents, my mom's side of the family, my great grandmother, who I spent a lot of time with when I was young, but she and a little bit my grandma, she was they were like actors, like did like plays and musicals and stuff, and my great grandma also sang. And then my dad's side of the family were Italian, so there's always music, fiddles and guitars and violin things. What are those things, big things called? Accordions. Those. Yeah.
Lots of dance.
Mm-hmm.
Those?
Always.
Awesome. That's awesome. You're awesome. That's awesome. Crazy questions now to ask you if you're right. We're going to take you inside the Wildfire studio here. What is your favorite word?
Okay. You can't do something basic, can you? Oh no.
Basic's a good one. I like
basic. No, wait. I like the word egg. Not like just EH, because I mean that's basic though. It's for Canadian. But I say it much. I say it so much. It's crazy.
Would you ever write it into a song?
It's like, yeah, I can see it. Maybe if I did like a country twang kind of song one day, I'd be like, Hey, here we go again. I don't know.
What is your least favorite word?
What's with the words?
Oh. Oh.
Um,
Lyrics. No.
like you guys are asking me questions I've never thought of before in my life.
These are questions from this actor's studio. Like, so these are like actors' questions that usually get asked, but we ask them of everyone.
My least favorite word. I don't know. Give me one.
A lot of people say moist.
I have no problem with that one. Girth. Next.
Girth. Okay. What turns you off?
What turns me off? I don't really like bad teeth.
What turns you on?
Good teeth.
There you go.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Sound or noise? I hate chalk. Like
What
yeah.
sound? Yeah. What sound or noise do you love?
My new song Moonlight. No. I really like.
What's your favorite song?
Okay, I guess that's good. My favorite song.
All time.
All time. That's so tough. I like the song All My Love by Led Zeppelin. That came to mind. There's a lot of other ones. There's a lot of other ones.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? No. You guys are racking my mind now. I'm thinking, favorite movie. Well, I can say my favorite movie is probably James Bond. I've seen a lot of, all the movies.
Sean Connery. Is Sean Connery your favorite Bond? Or Daniel Craig?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like how I like how he just approached the role with no personality. Like, I like how it was just very like, this is lady. I want lady. I will kill you. Yeah. So, I mean, he was pretty sick. I actually do like the current Daniel Craig, though. He's not as much of a ladies' man, but he definitely brings more of a badass factor to the role.
What is your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck. I say it a lot.
What profession rather than your own would you like to?
Okay, sorry. There's a weird delay going on, so I'm just trying to figure out. That's why I'm like pausing to listen to the thing. What career path?
What profession?
What alternate career path interests you in like a alternate world scenario?
Ooh, alternate reality.
Okay. I got you. Well, I definitely. I don't even know if it's an alternate reality because I think it could all still happen in my lifetime. Yeah. But like, there's not much. Music's like really like the thing I care about the most. So it kind of like sucks. But wait. Don't.
We're gonna move on.
You're not.
You got 10 seconds.
Okay, are you ready? Okay,
yeah.
I want to be a fashion designer next.
Ooh, that's cool. That's very possible.
That's admirable. What sort of like what era of fashion would be your fashion to say?
I think it's funny because it's coming back, but I really like I was gonna say I like that 70s 80s kind of like hipster like fun, like the whole thing like
what about disco?
Stuff, but I like the suit and tie. I don't know. I like
yes. Disco yes, disco no.
Disco. Let's go with disco. Let's go with disco.
What do you think of the Weeknd style?
I like the Weeknd.
Like his current look.
Big hair, right?
Like the hair, the red suit,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. I like his dance. Kind of tweaks around a lot.
Robert, we need your help talking pop culture. I'm 27. Like, I'm totally out of date. Like, you know what's going on. I don't. So you got to like lay it down for me, bro. Okay? I asked you about the weekend. I don't know about the weekend. Okay? I need your help. I need your help here.
Yeah, I don't know.
If heaven, he's old. I'm old, man. I'm an old man. If heaven exists, if heaven exists, what would you want to hear from God at the pearly gates?
I don't know. I have this vision of God just being an absolute beauty, like he
absolute beauty.
Yeah, and also like even more than that, like Jesus is more of a beauty. If you look at it, Jesus he turned water into wine, which means a party animal. So I'm thinking they're just kind of like walk in, they're like sit down at the table, get a glass of wine, let's party. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you for your answers.
Thank you for your answers. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty now.
Okay.
So you mentioned this a little earlier, but so what made you want to be a singer, and what motivates you to continue creating?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I think like the motivation I kind of already on, but I think I think it's different though, because like I think I first got into it because I was just like, oh, I'll try this, but then like to sing, I've always liked singing, and that's kind of been a thing, but then it transferred into like songwriting and stuff, which I just think I wanted to find a way to kind of express feelings, thoughts, everything like that in a different format. And I like songwriting. It's poetic than not. So I'd say there was that. Cheers. I'd say there was that. Keep on going. No idea. Sometimes I don't want to. Like, wow, I could really just do something else that's going to be more like a vibe path. Yeah. That's going to like funny, but no, man, I can't. I won't.
I like that. Where are we? That's right here. So, for those that are unfamiliar with your music, in your words, what makes a Robert Alfieri song?
I think a lot of people have told me that that is most memorable songs is that they typically have a very catchy hook. There's always like the part that you think of. In Can We Just Dance, which we're going to talk about more in a little bit. There's like Can we just dance? In the new song, it's literally just the word moonlight repeats a lot.
Right.
And yeah, so I'd say that definitely my hooks I think are my strong suit. And apparently it's just the best friend of my brother. And
shout out to Dominic Alfieri for the compliment of his brother and being supportive of the art.
Certainly support.
Beautiful.
There you go. Okay.
Where do you get inspired to write songs / lyrics?
I mean, I get inspired by a lot of like stuff that happens in my life, like certain situations. I write a lot of like love songs, but like I've been writing more now, like some more like breakup songs and kind of like stuff like that. Also, I've been trying to write not songs that aren't just about like a girl and a guy, but like songs that are just more about like life, like going through life. Like the song Castle on the Hill by Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that, which is about like going through life and that is just coming straight from my life. On top of that, I just get ideas sometimes. I'm like, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll brainstorm off.
What comes first, lyrics or music?
Typically a lyric idea, and then I'll come down. I'll get like lyrics. Let's go with lyrics. Because it's always a few lyrics pop into my head. Typically for a hook, like I said, a hook kind of starts first. I come down to the piano, put together some chords, sing a hook, and then see where I go from there.
Cool. Okay, so who would you consider to be the greatest lyricists of all time? Or like not like just like your opinion, obviously, but like.
Yeah, no, it's really tough because there's a lot of like people who just write for a lot of other people, and if you look at their songs, they're freaking crazy. I don't know, because there's greatest is a big word, right? So I like Bruno Mars writes a lot of good music for a lot of people. So does Ed Sheeran, and then there's also people like old bands, kind of like and stuff like that. But also like you got to think of volume, because then there's like the Beatles, which I don't know if they're like the best of all in terms of their actual lyrics. But like they've made so many songs that there's got to be something amazing in there. You know.
When Paul Anka wrote "My Way," but Frank Sinatra made it. So it's a cover.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Frank Sinatra, because a lot of his songs are just covers of other people's songs. But
what about top 3 vocalists all time?
Top 3 vocalists.
If all time is too intimidating, we can just say, you know.
No,
yeah,
all time.
All time. Freddie Mercury.
Is your 3 or number 1?
You know, I think
You don't have to rank them.
Rank them.
I want to rank them because I have no idea. But Freddie Mercury's crazy. We all know that. Man's voice was out of this world. Okay, somebody made a good point in the comments. Kelly made a good point. Ariana Grande, her voice is actually pretty out of this world.
I've heard her do an impression of Celine Dion. It's incredible.
And then let's go with no idea.
Pavarotti.
No, you know what? Let's go with Andre Bocelli.
Not bad. Not bad. What were your biggest musical influences when starting out, and are any of those artists still influencing your sound today?
Brandon Urie from people are saying a bunch of different names in the comments as well. Brandon Urie from Pang.
There you go. Good questions. Nick came up with most of these questions, so
pretty good.
Shout out to Nick for asking good questions. Thanks, brother.
Sorry. Okay. Well, the question was musical inspirations. So when I was
biggest influences, do any of them?
Yeah.
Still influence you now?
Okay. When I was really young,
starting out versus.
Yeah. When I was a lot younger, the first kind of music I listened to a lot was Led Zeppelin with my parents, and they were they pushed it on me, like old music like that. I went to a lot of we went to these classic album lives, which are pretty. It's hard to explain, but they just play the our albums. So we went to a bunch of Led Zeppelin. We went to Pink Floyd, the Beatles, a bunch of stuff like that. So I would say that, and I would say carrying into today more the Beatles than like Led Zeppelin. So I wouldn't say my music really fits the Led Zeppelin vibe, but still like their music. And then moving into today, I guess more just like acoustic pop music, like Ed Sheeran a lot. And then I think that's pretty solid, really.
He's a good one.
Were you ever interested in forming a band, or do you find it easier to write and perform alone?
I've been told many times that I should do a band by a lot of people, but I don't know. I always wanted to be a solo artist, like whether it's like, I don't know if it has something to do with like me wanting to be the name of it, or if it's like, I don't know exactly what it is, or if it's like, I've always just been quite comfortable like songwriting and all that by myself, so I didn't feel like I needed like help write. But we're gonna, maybe in the next few years, if I'm like, still sitting in my mom's basement, maybe I'll start a band.
It seems the way you have it right now with your setup at home, it's probably better for you just to be able to like, write whenever you want and do all that.
Yeah, I think if I did have a band situation, I still feel like I would try to write most of the songs and do like the majority bulk of it. But then it would be nice to have a band to actually go out and play live with, like my music.
Cool. Since COVID has largely crippled live performances, what do you miss most about performing for a crowd? Do you have any performances or any events lined up?
No, sadly. Because like, and it's worse now because the COVID's starting to get worse again. So like if I wanted any time, it would have been kind of the summer. like the end of the summer because patios were open. It would have been amazing, but now it's getting worse again. I miss performing so much. Like there's one of my last performances that I really had was back in, or like the big ones was back in February when I opened up for Ryland James.
Okay.
And
cool.
it was just like the most vibrant, awesome crowd. Like everyone was so enthusiastic, happy even to hear me, who most of them didn't know about. Like
Right.
I was just the opener, so a lot of them didn't know me, but I've met like some of the people commenting today are people that were at that show that I just literally met there for the first time. And like just the energy. There's like when you have a good show and you're feeling on and they're all feeling on and everyone's like at the same frequency, there's something about it, man. It freaking puts the biggest smile on my face.
Talk a little bit about the Niagara music scene.
Yeah, so as a fellow Niagaran, well, former
Niagaraite,
what is your favorite part about living in the Niagara region? And have you noticed anything in the ways the music scene has evolved over the last few years as you become more involved?
Yeah, I think that I mean I like the Niagara region. I think it's pretty cool. I think I'll maybe move out for a little bit to go discover the rest of the world. But
of course,
right.
But I think that the Niagara music scene is like, it's a weird one though, because it's like they have like the Niagara Music Awards that have gotten the community stronger and stronger throughout the past few years.
Yep.
And I see people working together a lot more now than they used to, because there's a lot more like younger people like me, and there's a few other great guys like Riley Michaels, Nico, there's so many, Jonah Kappa, Ashley Sienna. Like there's a bunch of people around my age. I could go on, but there's a bunch of people that I just know. And I think that's like helping with the community because it's building it up to be stronger, because it's been more like fighting head to head instead of like collaboration for a long time. So
right.
Yeah.
True. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool that you can name so many, Niagara artists that you know and appreciate and stuff like that.
Which city do you think would be better to move to pursue music? Toronto or Vancouver?
Well, I don't know much about Vancouver. Never been there, but so like for me, it would be nicer to be in Toronto because it's still close enough to home that I can come home, and I thoroughly enjoy my parents' cooking. So I think that
gotta get that lamb. That's fair.
But I went to LA. I went to LA at the beginning of this year, and it was so weird when I was there. Just like being there, I got so many DMs and stuff from people in LA being like, "Do you live here? Like, do you want to collaborate? Do all this stuff?" I had like a guy who worked for the Grammy talk to me, like a bunch of stuff. So like, if you want to do something, that's a place to be for sure. But
that's cool.
Yeah,
I've never been to LA, but I'd love to go. I'd love to go to New York as well. That's about it.
Yeah.
We live in Toronto.
Yeah,
it's really nice, but like it's kind of weird, like living in Toronto during COVID because it's kind of like a ghost town, and you don't really want to like travel around even the city. It's been lame. COVID's lame. Recently, you moved away from uploading cover songs into releasing more challenge and producing original music and promoting it as hosting covers.
Well, I think that
Good question.
it is a good question because it's a tough question, and I've been slightly frustrated with it the past few days as well. So, pretty much like I got a lot of my followers here on Instagram from posting covers, and I had a cover last year that did kind of like went a little viral, I guess. That's how I got a good following here on Instagram. And I think transferring people to be like, enjoy your covers to enjoy your actual music on like streaming platforms is really difficult.
Yeah.
The less I've been posting covers, I'm like trying to wean off covers and ramp up my originals. I posted Moonlight and another original coming early in the new year, hopefully. And then after that, I'm trying to do like almost monthly releases. But like it's tough because you're kind of like you're weaning, like your engagement's going down because people are like, okay, you're not posting covers anymore. And you're like, yo, but I got this original music that's better, and you can listen to it on repeat, and it's not through Instagram, it's through an actual like streaming platform. And it's just like getting that is pretty difficult. I have a few really strong, dedicated fans that are awesome. Like B in the comments, your original music is fantastic. She's watching the end. She's awesome. But yeah, so that's it's a little frustrating, but we're getting there, I think.
Well, you amassed a considerable catalog. So here's a few questions about your songs.
Okay, so we want to know what is your best song for driving?
Of mine, or sorry,
of yours, of your originals.
I think that my song "Tell Me Everything" is like I got like some crazy bass. Like the 808 in that song hits so hard that if you like big bass in a car, that's probably the one to go to.
Best song to throw on at a party.
Tell Me Everything. No, I like that song, but it's just I have so many problems with that song, like the way it was produced and a bunch of stuff. There's things that frustrate me about that song, but I think the lyrics of that song are great, and I actually it goes past my memory so often. I always forget that it exists. But right. I do like that song, probably for parties as well. I think Moonlight is also more of like a chill, laid back thing, but I think it could also work for a nice party.
Yeah. Depends on the party. If it was a wedding, I think "Can We Just Dance" would be the best song.
Well, okay, yeah. So I guess I was just thinking of like kind of like a head pop banger party,
or a vibey party too.
But if we're talking about anything with like older people, like my parents, stuff like that, "Can We Just Dance" is the move.
Tried and true. What's your best song to have a good cry to?
I don't know, because I don't write any.
Could be a happy cry.
My songs thus far have never really been like overly sad songs. Let's go with "Can We Just Dance."
All right. It's got the emotion behind it. So
can we just talk about "Moonlight"? You just released it this past week. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Congrats on releasing this new song. What's it about?
So it's about a date, pretty much, under the stars, under the moon, and it's kind of about stargazing and just enjoying the moment you're in and like living in the moment. Is kind of my way of looking at it. I like people to think of their own stuff in music, but that's kind of what that was my idea for it. It was interesting. For this song in particular, I actually made the music first, and then I had the idea for two different verses. One was a completely different song. Like it was completely different about I don't even know what. And then I had the verse for "Moonlight," and I was like, that's so good. And then I had the idea for the hook. Yeah, and then I had the idea for the hook, and I was like, this is going to be this whole vibey song just about like being in the moment, enjoying the world around you, feel the presence, moonlight.
Will it have a music video?
It will. I've put together some clips. It's just going to be a little independent thing, so nothing too crazy this time. Just because I didn't know, even though see, this is tough because like you guys made a music video for me, so to tell you that I have a music video not with you is like but
no,
that's awesome. No, I want to see
but,
that.
Yeah. Even though I have another music video with you in the future, but I think my idea with this one was let's get the song going first, and then if the song starts doing well, then music video to accompany it would be great. I've gotten together some shots of we had a drone, we had a GoPro, we had a camera, we had a bunch of stuff that I took whatever I could get in terms of record a video of me singing a song.
Yep.
I went out on Halloween night because it was a full moon. It was it was this big thing.
Right.
So I went to the full moon and I recorded in front of the moon, and that should be coming out not this Friday, but the Friday after that. I'm hoping for.
Cool.
What day is that? That's November the 20th.
I think it should be is it 20th? I think it was 18th or 20th or something like that.
This Friday is the 13th, so November 20th.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what I was hoping for.
Well, we're hot off the press here. We just want to make sure everybody knows this is us with the news.
You heard it first. You heard it here first. When it comes to stuff with me, when there's not a whole team behind it, it can kind of be very spontaneous. So it may just come out.
We'll get to marketing strategies, but yeah, I guess just one question would be comparing the recording process with Moonlight versus Can We Just Dance. What was that like?
So, for Can We Just Dance, I was working with I had a co-op student at the time. Very weird, but I achieved having a co-op. So he was helping me record the song, and it was a bit more of a collaborative process for that, where recording Moonlight was just all by myself. But I've gotten a lot better with the quality of my personal mixes. So like before, it was always just like, I don't know. I think there was so many things wrong with the audio, in my opinion, now that I listen back to it. And I think Moonlight is like the best I've got right now. I know probably in a few months I'll be like, oh, I can do better than that. But Moonlight, just the mix, the reverbs, the compressor, everything is it's a lot more of a tight mix. That's like some nitty gritty there.
Well, I mean, talking about a loyal fan base while at the same time experimenting and trying new things and like putting it out like new art all the time, that's really important, right? So I'll get Nick to ask you some of your marketing strategies.
Okay. So to start off, do you have any marketing tips for other young musicians starting to release their own music? What have you found that works, and what have you found that doesn't work?
I think that no, what I did find is that, and I think it worked really well with the Can We Just Dance release, was that I already had a lot of like hype going on my page from a cover that I made before. It doesn't need to be a cover, but just having my engagement was really good then, and then also having a solid story behind your song. So that time the story was, people loved it, whether it was friends of mine or whether it was like my mom and dad's friends and stuff, because it involved my grandparents, had me. It was this whole generational story, and I think hitting a nerve is kind of the most important aspect of it. So if you can get the emotions in there, then I think that will help a lot. Besides that, I try to hype my stuff up, and I think with Moonlight now, I did a better job at hyping it up than I have in the past. Like I had my release a while ago in May called No Tomorrow, and like I like this song. It's okay, but like there was certain aspects, but I never really hyped it up. It was kind of like, oh, here's a song, and then I released it, so it didn't do as good as Moonlight is now, because I think here I was able to pick it up with always different content. A different clip of a video of me singing a song with a drone or with the car, so it was always slightly different. With this release, I also go.
Well, I was just gonna say, talking about the Can We Just Dance release, you cut a nice promo for it. I like that promo that you cut for it. Like when it was available on all platforms, like to just like get people going over there and streaming it right away and like listening right away, because I mean, it's easy to get followers on Instagram. It's not as easy to get people to go and actually listen to the music. So creating a solid piece that just kind of gets them right there is really good.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That was kind of like what I think. I just like took the music video, right, and just clipped it together and kind of made a little.
In a
but it ended up
shorter, like trailer version.
Yeah, it ended up looking pretty good. But yeah, so I would just say that, and then also, if and figure out how to take advantage of it, which I'm still trying to figure out how to do. TikTok can be your best friend.
That was our next question.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go with that.
TikTok?
Yeah, do you think that the era of TikTok is creating pressure on artists to create a viral song?
Yeah, yeah. I
Does
think
that alter the songwriting process for you at all, or do you not think about that when you're working on a song?
I don't really think about it. I just hope that like the song I make is like I'll create a song and I'll be like that could be a TikTok song, because like there's aspects of a song that kind of makes it a TikTok song. Like there's always a catchy kind of hook or something that you can dance to or something like that. I've thought of different ways that I could somehow try to make Moonlight kind of a TikTok trend. I'm still working on ideas for that, but like it's tough, right? It's tough because you see a lot of other artists having success with TikTok, but there's thousands of artists who obviously aren't. And then, but it's just like get it. I don't know. TikTok's an interesting place, but I would say now more than never is probably the easiest time to share your music as an independent artist, no matter what it is, through TikTok. And just the market for independent artists has grown so much. Like there's more audience for it, and there's also more infrastructure for it. There's more companies out there helping independent artists more than they used to as well. So, hey Hannah.
In closing,
Okay, wait.
do you think that you'll eventually leave the Niagara region then?
Okay, so what I just got from that glitched out a little bit.
You what? You leave the Niagara region.
Yes. No. Maybe.
Sorry to put the pressure on. Who wrote these questions?
What's your future plan?
Where are you gonna live? Where are you gonna live? Hello. He's gone.
Oh no. Well, I don't think we'd be able to play the game anyway. But we'll try to get him back.
Get him back. Trying to get Robert back right now.
Delays on the game. Where is he?
I don't know.
So, okay, there you go. Just hit the button. Welcoming back to the show.
Oh.
Welcoming back Robert Alfieri. Sorry about that.
No, that was me. My phone just totally glitched out there.
Did you just leave the Niagara region and then come back?
Yes, I did. That was weird. So your question was, do I think I'll ever leave the Niagara region? I would hope that I could leave the Niagara region for at least a little bit. Maybe I think it's kind of a nice. I like Canada in terms of like it's just a great place to be. We have a lot of happy, friendly people. At least I've met in my life.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to live anywhere from Niagara up to like the Toronto kind of area in my lifetime. But I think there's still a lot of room in my 20s for exploration of the world.
You got time.
You got time.
Don't forget, Jade is almost 30. He's his life's over.
My life's over.
Yeah.
Nick's not even 25 yet. He's going to be 25 at the end of this month, November 29th.
So
nice. There you go.
You know,
he's getting up there.
We'll figure it out. I just moved to Toronto this year, so I still feel like I have time to figure out what the hell's going on with me. So
yeah, I don't think there's really a. I mean, there's always time to figure out your life direction, like in terms of like your job or something.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, Jade's got it all figured out.
No, I don't.
There's
so as you create a persona for yourself as an artist, what would you say is the most important attribute in being a successful musician?
I don't know, except I figured it out yet. I guess
from what you've seen of other artists, what do you notice most?
I would say, and I'm still working on it because I think sometimes I put up a bit of a front, but just authenticity I think is the most important. People really want to know you either through your music or through just like the way you are as a human being. I think that's why people I think that's why people really gravitated to like Billie Eilish a lot. Like, you know, she was just like the last couple of years, she really blew up. And it's just like, she's like, she'll just say what she thinks. And she's very authentic about it. And she's not afraid to like hold back her emotion, what she's thinking, anxiety or whatever it is. Right. So I think like authenticity in through your songwriting and just you as a human being is.
It's a good answer.
It's a great answer. Great question. Who's your biggest role model? And also, who do you think their role models were?
My dad is a big role model in my life. I think I like the guy a lot. I think he's pretty cool.
So who was his role model?
Probably his dad. It's like a generational thing. It's just like Italy. Yeah, it's just Italy. So it's like, I don't know. It's like my dad's got this whole thing, man. He's a great guy. I really love him.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tony for letting us shoot Spandrel at Alfieri household, and then shout out to you, Robert, for being a musician, being an artist, and having that interest and being like, yo, this could just work, and it worked.
Yeah,
so that's pretty sweet. I kind of want to get like maybe your biggest music role model, if that's cool. And you actually talked a lot about some bands I'm surprised to hear that you like. So how much do you think we owe to like older bands like Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Sinatra, and before you?
Yeah. I think that's a great question, by the way. I think every like generation of music is always been built off of something in the past. And I think it's like funny that like people today will say like, oh, music used to be better back when I was a kid, or back then. And I don't think you ever say it's better or worse or anything like that. We've always just been like taking what has been done and building off it. Just how like it's always been like that, right? Even like going back to Sinatra, like you said, like they were building off music that was like after the war and all that type of stuff, and they slowly started to bring it happier. Then in like the 60s kind of was that era of like the Beatles and bands like that, and it was like the start of like the guitar and all these new kind of instruments. And then from there, I think we've slowly progressed into what we know today. And then I'm talking about like music that I'm making. And then at a certain point, we kind of went to like the hip hop, rap and stuff. But that was also built straight off of the backs of people like the funk era, you know,
right?
Like those like big band. So that's kind of the one part of the question. I kind of forgot what the full question was. I know it's something to do with artists, inspiration, somebody like that. Stevie Wonder.
You touched on what we owe to those bands, and that's really good. I guess just I'll get Nick to finish us off, and we'll get you out of here.
I'll say, what has been the highlight of your music career thus far, and what's next for Robert Alfieri?
I think the highlight of my career was creating Can We Just Dance with Jade Robertson Films. No.
Wow.
That is true. That actually was a very, very enjoyable experience. There you go. I know. There you go. I know.
That's the highlight of my career, so that's good. It was really easy. I think we could do it again and do it even better. That was the funny thing about it. Like, it was really like an easy experience. Like, other than waiting for Jeff, it was a pretty easy experience.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that part. But I would also say like that actually was a very enjoyable experience. I also enjoy the time every time I hop on stage is just like the most like I guess it's very hard to explain, but like the reason I would say I do music, like the reason I write songs and produce them and release them is so that I can go out and perform them. Like I think that at the end of the day, my goal is to perform more than anything else. It's always been to like, have a big, nice crowd in front of me and perform, because there's just like some energy that's there, and I can't get over it. I can't get rid of it.
Well, we hope we can
And
get back on stage soon.
Yeah, we'll be there.
yeah,
Find a way.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to making another music video in the future, man. Like, we'll figure something out
yeah,
with a song.
yeah.
That'd be sweet. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to? Yeah.
Shout out to a bunch of people. Yep. So
Yeah, we had a pretty live chat tonight.
Yeah, there's been like 10 people in here the whole night pretty well, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So I'm glad
yeah,
we're invested in the chat. We'll have this live in the grid, and that was good colors, lighting, by the way. I really like that lighting.
thank you. I wanted to shout out to like all the really close like fans, like people also fans that have become friends more than anything else. There's been Hannah, Kelly, there's Vanessa, there's a bunch of people that you've kind of seen in the chat tonight who like are
Diehards.
like really close and like have become like friends of mine. We talk in the DMs all the time and shit like that. So to them, shout out to my family for being overly supportive of me. And yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Listen to Moonlight. It's available on Apple Music, Spotify, and Amazon.
yeah, it's available Amazon and like everywhere else you can think of as well. So yeah,
And check the premiere of Can We Just Dance at the Sioux Film Festival. I think it's November 28th.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah,
weekend. That'll be playing last, so the night's gonna go out on a good vibe.
Hey.
I don't know if I'm gonna be in.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be in the Sioux for it. I'd like to be there, so I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens.
yeah, there you go.
I
don't know. I might just drive there for it.
Yeah, it was. Thanks a lot for you, and
yeah, it was awesome.
Good luck with the next song and this song and all the other songs.
Keep up the good vibes. Looking forward to
Thank
seeing
you.
more stuff, man. It's great.
Thank you so much. You guys as well. Good luck with all your film projects and things that you do in the future. And hopefully we can work together again. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think we will.
Perfect.
Talk to you,
Okay,
Robert.
peace.
Talk
Thank
to
you.
Brother. Bye.
And as we sign off, Robert, play us out.
Play us out, Robert.
Hey, Jason. You're just in time.
Woo!
Thanks, Robert.
You're better, Jason.
I saw that. He's gonna deny it. It's okay, Jason.
Mostly just an invite to the dance. Should we come to the next dance? Can we just dance?
Love this song. It's a good one. The moonlight outside tonight.
Great new song, Robert. Love it. I love it.
Well, thank you to everybody who came through and joined. We had a very good turnout tonight. And we really appreciate anyone that tunes in. Whether you were here for us or here for Robert, it's all good. We love it. So
we appreciate everybody for tuning in and keeping up to date with the Wildfire campaign.
Yeah.
Things are moving along slowly but surely, and we're looking forward to bringing you a great film.
Yeah, we're hoping to have some more progress by the end of the year, and we'll keep you up. At the very least, these live streams are not only interviewing great artists and filmmakers and actors and musicians. Now we're just keeping the people updated on what's going on with Wildfire. So it's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Yep.
So,
and it's it's great. I'm happy.
All right.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope everybody's staying safe and well.
Yeah.
Miss my family. Hope to see you guys soon.
Counting down the days to the holiday season. So.
Yep. Shout out to everybody that you love.
Shout out to everybody you love.
And everybody that you hate.
Because they need it too.
They need it too. They need the love too.
All right. I'm going to go make some chicken wings.
Woo!
All right. Well, we'll let the song play out.
Bye, Mom.
Yeah. Sick. It was a good one. night. Hi. Hi, Mom.
Good night.
Love you too.
Love you, Mom. Hope you're doing well out in Tofino. Miss you, and looking forward to Christmas. Driving up to the Sioux and seeing you and Jackson and Tula and Dave and my dad and Angela and the whole clan.
The clan.
Just my family.
Bye, everybody. Kisses and hugs.
Hugs and
Peace
kisses.
and love.
Peace and love. Joy like a fountain.
I'm gonna go write a song.
I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. In my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got love like an ocean in my soul.
In my soul. In my soul.
Love everybody. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody in my soul. In my soul. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody in my soul.
How long does it have to end?
I don't know. Still going.
It's 9.
It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, Kent McDougal. Shout out to Kent McDougal, Jason, Johnny, the whole group out there. The Kent McDougal group.
And with that, good night.
Good night, Mom. I'll see you tomorrow. Still going. Still going. We're still going. Right?
Bye. Get out of here.
Stop watching.
Show's over.
Give me one. Turn it out.
No? Nothing. All right, end it. End it. End it so you can save it.
We need to end it.
End it.
We can't, though. It's 9:01 now.
Press end.
We can't. It has been an hour.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be an hour.
Doesn't have to be an hour?
No.
Oh.
We ended early. We could have ended it at 8:55.
So I can end it?
Yeah, just press end.
But it's still going.
Press end.
Press it. Press it now!
No, seriously. Do it.
Oh, very impressive.
End it to save it.
All right, fine.
This is a good episode.